So good evening.
Hi there, you alright?
How are we all doing?
Good stuff.
God, my lockdown is getting even worse.
I don't know, quickly move that microphone. There we go. We're all good.
And that's better. Yeah, that's better.
How are we all this evening?
Oh,
We're back for another Doctor Who quiz. We're live on Twitch and YouTube, so hello on there as well, if you are watching.
if you're watching on catch up, jump ahead another 10 minutes, and that's when the quiz will start.
Yeah.
Slightly out of breath, rushing around.
That might be the worst one you've ever said, Trevor. How dare you?
I love the Adric bit.
Kill me off because I'm getting above my station. Is that how it is?
So we've got 10 minutes before the start of the quiz. Let us know where you're all from.
Yes. Let's know what's going on. Let's see about the score sheet as well. There it is. Yeah, so the score sheet is there. It's slightly changed now. It's at tinyurl/DW scores. So Doctor Who scores, DW scores. And that's where you'll find the score sheet on there. Let's just separate from our other quizzes, which includes a Marvel quiz and the Harry Potter quiz, which is on its way soon as well. Bless me. Hello, Tracy and Charlie Kitchen in southern Spain near Malaga. We've been revising and realised just how brilliant these episodes were.
That's what we found when me and Alex went through them. Just the quality across the whole series is absolutely brilliant. There's no real downer of an episode, no real bad episode.
No.
And some absolutely stunning episodes.
Hi, my name is Patrick. I come from Leeds. Hello, Patrick. Welcome to our quiz.
Hello, Patrick. Evening, Mark. How's number 3? Number 3? Oh, that was from Monday when I made a bit of a boo-boo with the answers.
Oh, very good. Hello, Sophia on Twitch. Had a bit of a rubbish day, but knowing I had this quiz to look forward to this evening really cheered me up. Oh, I'm glad, Sophia. We are here to please.
I'm hoping my pronunciation is right, but Alpause Pasta in upstate New York. Well, welcome to you. Must be early for you.
Not that long ago in New York, the Daleks took over.
Aye.
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 So we've got 4 different rounds tonight. If you are new to the quiz, you play it as if you're watching a TV game show at home. There is an optional score sheet that we have pinned in the comments on the YouTube and the Facebook, on the Twitch as well. If you want to put your points in there, you can do. You don't have to. It's completely optional. You can just watch along and talk to us if you want to.
Yeah, essentially we can't validate the scores. You're marking yourselves. So anyone could cheat if they really wanted to, but what's the point? There's no prizes to win. But it just means that you can actually see where you stand. Let's have a little...
Hello, Caroline. Back with Dave, Caroline and Ruby. Hello to all of you.
Indeed. Yeah, we enjoyed watching this series. It was... plus there was one episode Alex hadn't seen before, which we'll talk about when we get to it.
Is there a long way around? No, just 4 different rounds, Trevor. Mr. Smart Alec.
Oh, I'm loving this. He's giving you grief already.
Hello, James Bourne. Hello to Bronwyn.
Hi, Bronwyn. Hi, James.
I've had a great day. I've watched Doctor Who all day, says Karen D. Fantastic. Remind me, will the specials quiz contain... Yes, we're going to do a completely separate quiz all about the specials.
It's basically all the way up to the end of Tennant's run, all those specials that came before it, plus all those Christmas specials that came before it as well. That would be the next quiz. What are you doing behind there?
Hey, carry on.
So let's see who else is in there. Bronwyn hasn't been too well. Well, get well soon, Bronwyn. As usual, we're getting our regulars saying hello to each other because it is the quiz family.
Any more dingbats tonight, said Sophia? No, we did struggle. I think it was mainly to do with the fact that we were too interested in watching the episodes.
It was really tricky on the dingbats. However, next Sunday, we have got our mega Harry Potter quiz. We've had a reach of over 500,000. We have got somewhere in the region of 6,000 people interested. and 600 people saying they're definitely coming. So it's going to be absolutely mega, that one, and there'll be a lot going on.
Alplos said, "Fear the fish, I'm in Schenectady County."
I'm glad you pronounced that one, because I wouldn't have a chance.
I'm only assuming that's how you say it, but it does sound typically upstate New York. Schenectady, like, I think I've heard of it before. Empty Child last night had nightmares of this. Remember when Empty Child ended, I was freaking out in bed. Ooh.
We haven't put that question in, have we?
What?
No, there is actually, we noticed a link between the Empty Child and one of the episodes.
More than the one actually gets referenced, but even more than that.
Yeah, it's a direct net connection.
Linda's been playing Dingbats Online this week.
Oh dear, sorry.
You've been revising for nothing, unfortunately.
There will be Dingbats. We did Dingbats on Friday's quiz, if you want to have a look back on that. And also on the Harry Potter quiz, there will definitely be Dingbats in that.
Hello, Charles Kitching, Master and Missy. Thank God no bloody Dingbats. Indeed.
Charles Kitchen, you behave yourself.
I was right with Schenectady. Fantastic. Didn't make a fool of myself, thank you.
Tomorrow night, we have got a quiz show special, because Tuesday is Alex's birthday. Can I say hello, Emma?
I'm 941. It's my 12th incarnation.
He's 30. He's 30 on Tuesday, so we're having a birthday quiz tomorrow night.
Sarah, you said I forgot what our team name was. Oh no. You're going to have to come up with something equally as clever. Sophia said, I missed that last Harry Potter quiz, but I'll definitely be taking part in the next one. I know even more about Harry Potter than I do about Doctor Who. I don't believe it.
Sophia, the last quiz is still available for you to watch.
If you do want to watch that.
Yeah, it might be good for you just to join a few friends using WhatsApp or Zoom or something like that and challenge yourselves.
I am getting old, yes. Yeah, the one mistake we made from the actual Harry Potter quiz was doing too many shout-outs. We did have some very young players and we wanted to try and please everybody, but we ended up waiting at least 15 minutes of the entire quiz just saying hello to you and hello to you. So
well, that's going to be my role next week. And while Alex does all the technical stuff, I can get all the shout-outs in.
Indeed. Hello, Sarah, and hello, Andrea. Yes, if you are interested in the Harry Potter one, that is going to be next Sunday. It's an earlier special than our Doctor Who quizzes. It starts at 6:15 and ends about 7:30, due to the fact that a lot of the audience is a lot younger, so it kind of works for their bedtimes.
Yes. We loved the fact that so many of the kids were actually getting the answers faster than the parents.
Good evening from Kerno, checking in, waiting for our team members to join us. Hello, Roy, top fan and moderator extraordinaire.
Yes, for our moderators, please make sure that you are onto this stream as yourselves, not as us, as happened on Monday.
Rhiannon Grant, I'm alone tonight. My team are busy elsewhere. Time to see how good my brain is.
Ooh.
I imagine you saying that, doing that. I'm going to see how good my brain is because my team aren't here. I have all the utmost faith in you, Rhiannon. Hello, Baggy Chicken, Karina Williams.
Yeah, we've done a mixture of easier questions, and then there are some, just a few, but there are some really geeky questions in there.
Which we'll be doing as well. Linda United says George Spencer on YouTube. Well, we're going to have the familiar rivalry again, are we? I'd say rivalry, you're on the same team. I don't know how it works. Right, anyway. Thank you as well to people that are sharing the stream onto their timeline. We do have 3 shares already, so thank you very much for doing that as well. It's all up on this lovely little screen I've got. Hello, Caroline. Check in. I am me and not you two. Yes, you are. You are you and I am me. Is there a tiebreak again if there's a tie, says Xander? We might have to think about that.
I'll have to come up with one.
Yeah. To be fair, it's good working alone because you don't have anyone arguing with your answers, says Sophia on Twitch. There you go, Rhiannon. You've got no one to drag you down. Think of it that way.
Yes.
We're live in 51 seconds.
Well, we're live now, but the quiz will start in 51 seconds.
I love Harry Potter. I actually ran a Harry Potter Society at uni. I can't wait for the next quiz. Unfortunately, I missed the last one. Can't wait for the next one, says Rhiannon. You can always watch the previous one. It is available on our YouTube, Facebook, and not on our Twitch, actually. But there you go. I don't know why, but I'm still being blocked. Actually, I think it was because you used an expletive there by mistake. Right, let's get the intro ready for us, as we're going to get that on. So we've had a lot of fun doing this one. As we said before, we're not doing the Dingbats tonight, but we are going to go back to some of your favourite kind of rounds that you had previously, so hopefully you're going to enjoy that. I'll pause that music, and I'll get that on. I'll get us there. Our regular quizzes are always on Mondays and Fridays at 7:45pm GMT, so if you are interested in playing that as well as a general knowledge quiz, we're there every week.
I do like the Kerry's team name, which is Hello from the Deadly Quizassins. I do like that name.
Brennan says, thanks, I might do that. It just gives you a bit of a clue for how to play the next one. Right, with that being said, we're going to put the intro on so you can see how to play and what your rounds are as well.
We're back in 2.
To play, don't you know? We won't go straight to the floor. Smashing the glass and then a stupid argument. Something they said and because he didn't like it. Even though even knows you, doesn't care cause he's barely even sober, doesn't know what you're doing, what you're saying, something's brewing in the air, you can feel it tonight, you're not alright, cause when he's broken and bleeding, he speaks without speaking, he says he'll fight to defeat them, takes it to the street end until he's broken and bleeding. I speak but I'm speechless. It happens every weekend. Happens every weekend. Cause we like to play, don't you know? We won't go straight to the floor.
And as always, our thanks to Rats for our intro music. It's a song called Weekend, and you can find them on Facebook under Official Rats.
Hello, Hannah on YouTube, and Sarah says she's got all the answers right already. She doesn't need the questions. Speaking of answers,
for people who are new to the quiz, you do not put your answers in the chat stream. You basically just hold on to your answers, write it down on a piece of paper or remember it, and then when it comes to the answers, give yourselves the points.
Yeah, it's all based on honesty, as you said before.
And we do have mods watching for us. If you do start putting answers in, you may get a timeout or you may even be kicked off the stream completely.
Indeed.
So please do not put answers in the chat.
Hi, John A. Welcome back.
Hey.
Good to see you again, sir. Right. So round number 1
is
the one that we play every single time.
Let's take us out.
And we're back.
There we go.
I didn't pop out well enough there.
Yeah,
So
I just knew that we had, otherwise we'd be missing her.
Yeah, we would have got in her way.
Yeah.
Which you don't want to do.
So essentially, round 1 is 1 question per episode. Every question in the quiz is worth 2 points. It's a person's name, you can get point for first name, point for surname. If you're almost there, we might give you 1 point for your answer.
Again, it's all based on honesty. But if you want to cheat, you're only cheating yourself. George Spencer says, finally using the right series images. As they always say, a broken clock is right twice a day. Right.
He said it in capitals as well.
Indeed.
What are you doing? Odds or evens?
I'm going to do odds. Xander, I think I've got most of these correct this time. 99% of these I think I've got correct.
George is so proud of you.
Thank you so much, George. Okay, so these are all about episodes. Each time you get a question, you will see a slight clue to the episode, just to remind you. Hello, Callum on YouTube. Not YouTube, on Facebook. Kathleen says, she's so happy to be back on chat without my teammate dragging me down.
Yeah. Callum, who you can see on the chat on Facebook, is a talented musician called Callum Lintott. Have a look at him up. That sounded weird. Look him up on Facebook. We'll try at some point to actually get the link for it so you can see his music page.
Right, number one. How do the Adipose leave Roger Davies' house? So how do the Adipose leave Roger Davies' house? If you remember that one from the very first episode.
And we do give you a little re-jog of which episode it is by the little picture that you'll see on the right hand side.
I just said that.
Did you? Oh, okay. Kathleen's so happy to be back on chat without my teammate dragging me down. Okay, question number 2. Who do the Doctor and Donna introduce themselves as?
Ah, look at that. A very young Karen Gillan.
Indeed.
I don't even think... You're probably going to correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't even actually think she's got a character name in this. I would have thought she's just Soothsayer 1 or whatever.
Yes. Yeah, we're great, Callum. Thank you very much.
Thank you, mate. We're very good.
Callum, if you've actually got any gigs coming up, feel free to put them into the chat. We don't mind that side of things for the people that we know.
Mm-hmm.
Or even put your musician's Facebook page in there. We don't mind that.
Put a bit of music back on, way in the background, just so it's not too awkward.
Question number 3, Alex.
Number 3. They recycle sounds as well as actors. The soundbite for the Adipose mothership is the same one as they use for the Slitheen suits. I didn't know that. I know at one point during the very last episode, they fire a laser and it sounds exactly like the Doctor's regeneration sound. Skipping out the BBC sounds there. Number 3. What do the Ood say must be broken? So what do the Ood say must be broken?
This is slightly better music for you.
Is it? Thank you.
We did use to... Callum's just put his musician page up there. If you want to follow that as a link, just put it to one side while we're doing the quiz. Just follow the link and then come back to us. Question number 4. What does... Oh, I like this one. What does... I'm getting tongue-tied again. What does Donna notice about the Atmos factory staff records that tips them off that something isn't right?
Long-time viewers of the quiz will know, around about the second round, Max tends to lose his train of thought mid-sentence, but he did it on question 4, so we're starting off really early, this one. Guys, he's quoting every episode. Help me, says George. Oh dear. Kathleen tried to explain about the Ood to my students in class, but they thought I kept saying the ooze. The ooze.
George, is this your personal torture that goes on? Are you a masochist? Question number 5.
Number 5. What does UNIT use to blow away the Atmos poison gases? So what does UNIT use to blow away the Atmos poison gas?
One fact you were telling me, the lad that you can see there in the picture isn't American at all.
Yeah, I did ask Mark why they made him American. He said, well, he was an American actor. I went, no, he was born in Rotherham. So I don't know why they made him American. I don't know if Xander can weigh in on that one. Oh, very good, George. I like the reference to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles there. I wasn't going to bring it up about the ooze, but well done. Very good. Yeah, so again, if you've not played before, this quiz is made for a few questions for the die-hard fans, and mostly for those who are casual watchers. And of course, this quiz wouldn't be without Xander Grogan telling me if we slip up at all. So we've got that as well.
He gets to the point that he tells us we're using the wrong image from the wrong series.
Indeed. They cast different people for different accents.
Okay. I forgot what we're up to now.
6.
Number 6. Oh, I like this one. Number 6, with Jenny. What is Jenny's first line? What's the first thing that she says?
Oh, I know they cast different people for different accents, and I just wondered why they made him American in the first place. Why didn't they just make him a really brainy Brit, not a brainy American? That's all. You won't be casting Mark for any accents, Jesus.
When I first saw it when it first came out, he really annoyed me. The actor really annoyed me, and then watching it back again, I just realised that was him being a good actor. He made me really hate the character.
Alexander gave me the reason. It's for fun. One of the Doctor's reasons for being there. Number 7.
Number 7. Oh, the Agatha Christie one.
Number 7. What is the word on the piece of paper that Agatha Christie rescues from the fireplace? So what is the word on the paper that Agatha Christie rescues from the fireplace?
Which is a huge clue.
I feel that I'm slightly stinging ointment to Xander's wound, says George. You got to chip away at him somehow.
Yes, if anyone on Facebook wants to make comments, please do so.
I still find it weird that they cast Tennant's wife as his daughter. That was before he was his wife, though.
Yeah, they actually met on that episode.
Although I would think, looking back at it, you would be a bit weirded out, wouldn't you?
Yeah, no, they met on that episode and then started dating about a year later, I believe.
Now they've got, 9 kids?
Or at least. Well, it has to be 10. It's going for 10 kids, isn't it?
10-kid Tennant. Robin says she loves this episode. I actually forgot this episode existed. I don't even think I saw it the first time round.
Yeah, this is one you didn't think you'd seen.
No. I might have probably seen it, and it might not have logged my memory. Moving on.
Question number 8. Which was Silence in the Library. One of my favourite ones. Number 8. What does the Vashnu Narada in Proper Dave's spacesuit keep repeating?
It's Vashta Narada. I don't know why it's called Vashnu on there. I changed it on there.
Oh, right. I've got a wrong spelling. Vashnu Narada. I know technically it's not the Vashnu Narada, it's the repeating whatever it is, but I put that in so people who knew what it was on about.
There you go. It did actually autocorrect it's Vashnu on the sheet, but then I changed it back. It must have changed back. It is Vashta Narada.
I'm going to change that on the other 2.
Indeed. He was dating Marie Antoinette, actress, before they met.
Did they?
Oh.
Was he? I thought she was good as well.
I see. So that's Vashta Narada, not Vashnu or Narada, of course. That didn't take Mark long to mess up, said Kathleen. No.
All right, Kathleen, calm down, love.
All right, next up we're on to Forest of the Dead. Number 9. Number 9, how does River gain the Doctor's trust? What simple thing does she do to gain the Doctor's trust?
Xander Grogan, Sophia Miles, who follows me on Twitter. Ha! Radio 1 DJ Annie Nightingale follows me on Twitter.
Oh dear.
Just to throw in an old meme.
And you mentioned in her book.
Thanks for the tea, it's rather nice.
I'm followed on Twitter by Rob Duggan, who is the creator of the seminal Matrix song Club to Death.
I love that song.
Follows me on Twitter.
Weirdly,
I don't quite know why, but there you go.
Club to Death. You're going to hate me for saying this.
In Once Upon a Time?
No. Club to Death was actually hit the mainstream purely because of Annie Nightingale. She was the one that played it and played it and played it when no one else played it.
Right.
And it appeared on her special album.
Okay. Kerry Hughes loves River. Kathleen says, time for us to all take a sip of tea. Indeed. Auto-save sip of tea.
Well, you can all have something a bit stronger than tea if you want to, if you're of age. Because today's date is what, Alex?
The 28th of February.
28th. That means... I can't count. 30, 50... For 59 days, I have not had any alcohol.
You wouldn't think so, the amount of times he keeps slurring his words.
I know, it's terrible, isn't it?
George says, I got Katie Manning following me, who played Jo Grant. Lovely
Oh, that's great. I think she's wonderfully bonkers. Number 10. The episode Midnight mentions the lost moon of where? Which has a link into the final episode.
George says, I'm allergic to alcohol. Oh no. I used to know a girl who was allergic to alcohol, and I'm not kidding, I used to work with her in a pub.
Kathleen, I'm starting to go off you. Kathleen's written, you mean Mark's been sober this whole time? Oh, that's it. I just get the insults.
Sorry, Sophia, I missed your comment there. You have 2 nuts in the family. Indeed. A long lineage of fake doctors. Not a real doctor, but you can play one on TV.
Yes. Please don't talk about family stuff. There is one question coming up later to do with family stuff.
Moving on, number 11. Number 11 is Turn Left. One of the greatest episodes of Doctor Who.
Indeed.
Number 11. What 2 words does Rose tell Donna to say to the Doctor when she comes back to the real reality? So what 2 words does Rose tell Donna to tell the Doctor?
What I love about this episode is, and we commented it when we were watching it, is that every scene that Bernard Cribbins is in, he absolutely steals it. He can be in the background with no dialogue, but he's still acting away.
He's a real scenery chewer.
And he just literally steals every scene that he's in.
Michelle Wellsteed says, 386 days no alcohol for me. We're very proud of you, Michelle. Well done.
Indeed.
That's an incredible amount of willpower. Well done. Kathleen says, I'm pregnant. Haha, I'm just kidding.
No, I've made a vow that until I can actually go to a gig properly, that isn't socially distanced, I am not going to drink alcohol.
George says he's a Cribbins stan. That man is an icon. He is. He's a
Yes.
British institution. Number 12.
Number 12, mine. What is the Daleks' planetoid base called? So in the centre of all the planets, what is the Daleks' base called?
This is in Stolen Earth and Journey's End, of course. Sarah Hughes says Wilf is my favourite non-companion companion. He's the companion's companion.
I think he technically is a companion. I think of him as a companion.
Arushi says, haha, just when you think you've prepared enough for this quiz, you beat us to it yet again. Oh no.
Oh no.
Cribbins is what makes the end of time so great, says Sophia. He is, yeah.
And also he's acting at the end of the final Tennant episode. It's absolutely brilliant as well.
Alright, and on to your 13th one.
Journey's End.
Journey's End. What name does Davros give to the companions of the Doctor? So what name does Davros collectively give to the companions of the Doctor? Always wanted to bother me how they got Jack into that incinerator bin. How did he get back out? I mean, why would there be a safety feature in there? It's not like a Dalek's going to fall in and have to get out, is it? Why would they bother making it so you can get out again? That's the magic of
Karen
television.
said, oh dear, crash and burn. So we're going to now put the recap on for you. So we'll let you see all those questions again.
Dalek forklift.
And then while that recap is on, please let us know which was your favourite episode in that series. We'd like to know.
Right, oh, that's the answers. Don't want to be doing that yet, do we?
No, we don't want to be doing that.
Make sure I've got the recap though, because we've got
that word to change in there.
0 points even before the answer says Roy.
Oh dear.
He's here only and strictly as a moderator capacity, which we don't mind at all. But thank you for turning up and helping us. That's the wrong wallpaper as well. Let me just get that sorted.
Right, so I'll keep talking. If you, so what's Deanna said? Funny enough, he wasn't meant to come back, as Donna's dad was still meant to be alive.
Yeah.
But the actor who played her dad died, and they brought Wilf back. Yeah, I think the Turn Left episode was actually dedicated to him.
I believe it was the first episode was dedicated to him.
Was it?
Yeah, I think so.
I know one of them was.
So there we go. I'll put that on for you there.
We've been asked what are our favourite episodes
Of this series, I would say Midnight, because I love the idea of an unseen enemy. It's one of my favourite tropes in TV. I absolutely love an unseen enemy.
Yeah, you never ever know about what that enemy is actually like in that one. I think Turn Left. I mean, I love the introduction of River, because I really fell for that hook, line and sinker, and Alex is just such an amazing actress that she just makes it work.
Sophia says Turn Left is definitely my favourite. Yeah, alternate histories are always good. I mean, obviously Doctor Who's full of alternate histories, but an alternate of what you've already seen is so interesting. And the fact they managed to do that in actual time travel series and make it seem fresh and interesting was quite a good idea.
And when Wilf breaks down because he recognises it as the equivalent of the Nazi concentration camps with the Italian guy, and the respect that there is between the two older guys. And again, he was a great actor. I mean, he really made that work. I think if it been anyone less that character, embodying that character in that way, I don't think that episode would have worked as well.
Michelle says her favourite episodes are the Agatha Christie and Journey's End. Having seen the Agatha Christie one and not actually watching it for just fear that I wouldn't enjoy it, I wouldn't really think it was that interesting, I did quite like it. I like a good whodunit. Trevor says, can I be a moderator? No, you can't. No, there you go. You're a mod now. There you go. Enjoy yourself. If you take the mick, I will be banning you.
I'm slightly worried now that Trevor's going to ban you.
Howard Atfield had a tribute but no episode dedication. Verity Lambert had the Christmas special dedicated. There you go. Thank you very much. Silence in the Library is 100% the best episode. River got me so hooked, says Johnny.
Yeah, I love her. You thought she was overdone, but I absolutely love River as a character.
Good as a concept, I just thought she was overdone. Planet of the Ood. Donna really earned my respect in this one, and she became my favourite companion, said Alex.
I think she actually silenced her critics, because when it was first announced that she was going to be in on that, the fan base, being what it is, literally turned on her. And I think that's why John Bishop is going to be good, because it's another comedian of the same ilk.
Yeah, you wouldn't take seriously until you see them.
Yeah.
But I think he's got the chops. Rosie liked Fires in Pompeii. Sophia said she loved how terrified the Doctor looked in Midnight when he was about to get thrown out. I love the fact that the Doctor was scared. That's something you don't often see.
Rihanna, that's what we said earlier. We don't think there's a single episode that's a dud in the whole series.
No. Karen says she can't decide between Turn Left and the Library Duo. I would say, and this is not even slighting it at all, I would say the weakest episode of an entirely fantastic bunch is probably, for me, The Unicorn and the Wasp. Not to say it's a bad episode, but of all of those amazing ones in that series, I think that might be the one that's not at the pinnacle for me.
I loved how it was paying homage to Cluedo and to Christie, and the fact that they put as many books in there as, I don't know if you're aware of this, but they actually put so many books, titles of Agatha Christie books, into the whole episode.
Sorry, Sophia, I missed your comment there. Who got recast as Pope in Capaldi's series? I didn't see that. I love that the real bad guy Midnight and the other passengers. Indeed, that's one of the tropes of Stephen King. Is the scariest parts of Stephen King is the people. It's not the monsters coming to get you. It's the apathy and the ignorance of people.
And I forget who played. Please don't give any names away.
The Italian guy in Turn Left. That makes sense. Who was cast as the Pup? Right. I know what you mean now. Thank you.
Yeah. No, I love the fact that the intensity between the two of them, the Doctor and the woman, just eyeballing each other and doing it. I mean, it must have taken some acting to do that, what they did.
Yeah. Unicorn and the Wasp for me is such a good episode of the Adipose, says Nicola. I think the Adipose were good for merchandise, for sure. Definitely.
And I think it was a good introduction for Donna.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of humour in it. There was so much humour in that episode.
There we go. Beginning. Okay, it's on to the answers. And these are all worth 2 points each, so this round will be a total of 26 points if you get them all right. Xander. Right, okay.
Okay. Shall we do the same then on the answers?
Yeah, sure. Alright, here we go. If it'll move on, there we are. Alright, so number one, how did the Adipose leave Roger Davies' house? It was deduced by the Doctor. It was through the cat flap. Rhiannon says, same, I like Unicorn and the Wasp, it's my least favourite of the series. Again, it's not a bad episode, but of all of those, you have to pick one, it's that one.
So by what name do they both introduce themselves as? It was Spartacus and Spartacus.
Spartacus for number two. Number three, what do the Ood say must be broken? The circle must be broken. The circle must be broken.
Number four, what does Donna notice? She notices that no one is off sick ever.
And obviously the interview that Polish guy, he just says, how much do you work? I work 24 hours a day. All day, 24 hours a day. Number five, what do UNIT use to blow away the Atmos gases, making a valiant return? It was the Valiant.
If you've said the Skyship or something of that nature, we'll let you have 1 point.
But it was specifically the Valiant, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Number six,
Jenny's first line. Hello, Dad.
There you go. Hello, Dad. Nice and simple. I also like the fact that she came out of the regeneration pod with makeup on. I love that. She got her wings perfectly set as well. Number 7. What is the word on the piece of paper that Agatha rescues from the fireplace? It is maiden, giving a big clue towards the end of the episode. So maiden for 7. The Valiant was destroyed in the stolen Earth by the Daleks, crashed in a cornfield. Tim McKerney, brilliant actor who played Halpin. Indeed, darling.
Yeah, darling. Question number 8. He keeps repeating, hey, who turned out the lights?
The Valiant reminded me of Cloudbase, yeah. Cough, cough, future wife alert. Number 9. Number 9, how does River gain the Doctor's trust? She leans in close and she whispers his name. Whispers his name for number 9.
Again, that scene is a cracking bit of acting by Tennant. Just his face when he realises that she knows it.
Also the fact they went, are we good? And yep, we're good.
We're good. Question 10. In Midnight, what gets mentioned is the lost moon of Poosh.
How'd you lose a planet called Poosh? A moon called Poosh?
Which obviously it gets mentioned in Stolen Earth.
Indeed. The arc of the series. 11. What 2 words does Rose tell Donna to say to the Doctor? It's of course harkening back to Bad Wolf. Bad Wolf for number 11. Oh, I thought you just meant, George, she's going to be your future wife. Number 12.
Number 12. The Daleks' planetoid base is called the Crucible.
The Crucible. Also the name of the World Snooker Championship venue. There you go. And number 13. What name does Davros give to the companions of the Doctor? He calls them his Children of Time. Children of Time for 13.
So well done if you got those. Let us know what points you got.
Indeed. You should. If you have any errors with the score sheet, do let me know. It should be. It might log you in as having an error in your numbers, but it shouldn't block you. So if it does go, then that is fine. George says, "Nah, I'm taken." Fair enough. Fair enough. Roy says, "Told you, 0 points. Can only go up from here, I guess. You can't get minus points." All right.
Okay. On to round number 2.
Right there.
Okay.
Oh, we were on mute. Sorry about that. We were on mute.
We're on mute.
Yeah, that was my problem. Yeah, so thank you very much for having no errors on the round 1, I think, apart from Vashnu Narada.
So this round is on other characters. So rather than the main characters, this is other characters, and we'll explain as we go along which ones they are.
Indeed. Sorry about being unmuted there. Right.
So going back to which one is this one?
Doctor's daughter.
Doctor's daughter, of course. What colour is the liquid that the Hath breathe through?
Yeah, the point wise, it is 2 points per answer. So the first round was out of 26 points. 13 questions, 26 points. It's up to you. It doesn't really matter. Just make sure if you put it on the score sheet, you put the correct answer. You put the correct number. So what colour is the liquid that the Hath breathe through? Question number 2. Number 2. What is a Sontaran's weak spot? And we'll give you points if you're exact, and we'll give you 1 point if you can just be general for this one.
Yeah, if you give us its specific name, we'll give you the 2 points. If you're more or less right, but you've not given us a specific name, you can have 1 point.
Mm-hmm. I know, we were going so well about having no errors, and all of a sudden we came back on, we were muted.
That's your fault.
I know. It'll be our 80th, well, what would it be? I think it'll probably be 85th quiz on Monday. We're done. We're still doing it. Sarah got 30 points, which is almost impossible because you can't do that.
Question number 3. Oh, I like this one.
This is a good one.
What is the name of the inquisitive journalist from Partners in Crime?
Bonus fact, David Tennant's father, the revered MacDonald, played a footman in The Unicorn and the Wasp. He completely missed him.
Xander, please don't talk about anybody related to anyone else. There is a question coming up later on.
Yeah, just in case you give it away.
You haven't given that one away, but there is a question coming up later on.
As with all of these, if you've got any fun facts or trivia, make sure you leave it to the answers just so we can read it out, just in case it gives anything away.
Yes.
But we love hearing the trivia. If you've got trivia, we'd love to hear it.
Alex has got a bit of trivia about this question, haven't you?
Yes.
I think she just played such a funny part, particularly when she was tied up in the chair.
No, Xander's not in trouble. He's not in trouble. It's just we want to make sure that we don't give anything away, that's all. Yeah, if you've got any tips or trivia, we would love to hear it in when we get to the answers. We're all about that. We're quizmasters after all, we love trivia. Number 4. What is the unicorn in the episode's title? So, what is the unicorn that relates to the episode's title?
And again, the more specific you are, the more points you'll get.
So what is the unicorn?
I look how Kathleen said, "Oh, Xander, you're in trouble." No, he's not. I just don't want someone giving it away before we ask the question later on.
Although I do that to people all the time when they're talking about something, I wait at the side of the conversations and go, "Did you know about?" And then someone's like, "No, I didn't know. Go on, tell me." But I love going, "Did you know?" It's my favourite thing.
Question number 5.
I'm sure Sarah can attest to that.
What are River Song's first words to the Doctor? So when we first see her in the series, what does she say?
Comment by Mr. Spencer is libel, says Xander Grogan on YouTube. So the River Song's first words to the Doctor.
I'm loving how Sarah's. We've got people in there potentially moderating Sarah.
Even though she's also a moderator.
I don't think they dare, to be honest.
No. Again, we're talking about the first words to the Doctor as it relates to this series, not in either one's timeline. We're talking about in this series.
Yes.
Trivia: the person playing the journalist is starring in The Walking Dead. I didn't know that. Now that's good. That doesn't relate to Doctor Who, so you're fine with that one, Charles. Well done. You dodged that bullet. Right.
Question number 6.
Number 6.
Is it me? No, it's you.
It's mine. Number 6. How did Davros create the new race of Daleks? So his personal Dalek guard in the episode. How did he create that race of Daleks? George says, I'm kind of moderating Xander. Yeah.
Question 7, when it comes up, is a real geek's question. This is deliberately a geeky question. Point for first name, point for surname. I love this one. From Forest of the Dead. What is the name of Donna's husband in the library database? So when she's transferred into the database and she has her husband in there, the one that she says is gorgeous and doesn't talk, so he's absolutely perfect. What is his character name?
Sophia says, I would ask to be mod on Twitch, but I'm the only one that watches on Twitch. That's true. I can make you mod, I think. Can I? I don't know.
No.
No. I'm not.
No, all you can do is block her, and we don't
Oh,
want
there
that.
we go. Mod. There you are. You are now a mod, Sophia. Well done. I've given you the power. You have been ordained.
Question 8.
Number 8. What words does Jenny get her name from? So from what does Jenny get her name from?
2 words, 1 point each.
I'll moderate myself, said Sarah. Yeah, I can just imagine the George and Xander there when we said that when the geeks questions, both their ears just perked up. No doubt Xander knows that. Knows the actor's name, knows his IMDb credits, knows how many lines he has in the script.
And probably his national insurance number.
Probably his national insurance number, indeed. Love a superfan.
Question number 9, Alex.
Number 9 is yours.
Oh, number 9. Okay. This is from the Planet of the Ood. What does the CEO Kleinman Halpen order to drink all the time?
So what does he think he's drinking anyway?
Yeah.
I mean, that literally happened, no lie, kind of freaky, not gonna lie, says George. Just, oh, it's our time. Actually, there is somebody else watching our Twitch, but I can't see who they are. It does say there are 2 other people watching. Not including me and Sophia. I don't know. Question number 10. Question number 10. Through what does Harriet Jones contact the Doctor's companions through? So what invention or device, means, does Harriet Jones contact the Doctor's companions in the Stolen Earth Journey's End storyline?
I was here first.
My mind contains 3 primary elements: law, MLP, football knowledge, and Doctor Who trivia. Let's get that clear, said Xander. No room for anything else in there.
Are you any good at Marvel? Because we've got a Marvel quiz coming up.
We do have a Marvel quiz coming up. Score sheet for you, Andrea, of course. It is pinned, but if in case you've missed it, it is on here. It's tinyurl.com/DW scores. Bonus point for who it was made by.
No.
No. Because I know that one.
But yeah, we thought we were going to... That was almost a question.
It was.
But we chose this one instead.
Indeed. To be slightly easier, because this round was leaning towards more of the trickier questions, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Probably not for you guys. But there you go.
Right, so we'll go on to the recap. While Alex is setting that up, just to mention to you, our PayPal is that if you can help. Basically, this is our only income. And this particular quiz, between us, we've spent over 50 hours putting it together. That's watching the series, getting the questions together, doing all the visualizations, etc. Between us, we've spent over 50 hours doing it. So if you can help us out, it is paypal.me/quiz. Actually, you don't have to be part of PayPal to do it. You can just go on as guest, and it just does make a difference to us. You know, £1 or £2, $1 or $2 is great. As long as it's something, it really does help us and it encourages us to do more.
Yeah. Because as it is, as much as we love watching Doctor Who, we love being part of the community and stuff, it's a lot of work, and if we don't get anything to go by, it's not worth it, because we could be doing it for other things, unfortunately.
Yeah,
as bad as that sounds.
The Doctor Who is the most time intensive of all the quizzes
because we don't take any shortcuts either. We don't just read trivia books. We do watch all the episodes, and we sit in the living room and watch them by ourselves and get things out of it. So it's it's a full-time thing.
I think it's because if we do the questions ourselves, it's not something that you will have come across. It's because we've actually found it interesting and think it'll work for you guys. It's not that it's the same old questions that you get from every single quiz relating to the series. Would you like some more water?
I can go my first bit, yeah.
Alright.
Xander says, Hinderbrain contains other stuff: Marvel, Walking Dead, General Knowledge, Friends, Family, Election Campaign, etc. and limited rice pudding. Right. If you do want to be part of the Marvel quiz, I will give you the link there. So the Marvel quiz, it's phase 1, so it's the first 5 films. It's on Sunday the 14th of March at 5:45 p.m. GMT. So if you are around for that one and you'd like to take part in that, then do feel free. Yeah, we think there's going to be a lot of younger audience members for that one, so we're bringing it forward 2 hours. Yeah. And it's going to be all about the Marvel films, not referencing the comics, just the Marvel films. And with just one donation come in, thank you so much. You know who you are. It's much appreciated. I'm going to get my boyfriend to the Marvel one with me. I'll no longer be Sophia when I lonesome, says Sophia on Twitch. So if we take out the Children of Time and we take out River Song, because they are repetitive characters, who was your favourite character that was just basically in there as a single character? Who was your favourite character? I'll have to have a think of this, actually. Sorry, your favourite character is what? Within the series, there isn't a repetitive character that doesn't appear. So you've none of Mickey and Jackie and Rose and Donna, etc. and Jack. You can't have those. You can't have River. So basically, they appeared in this series and this series only, relating to the storyline that they were in. Who was your favourite character? Ooh, I did like Miss Evangelista. I didn't like her. She turned into a very good character. And also she stars in Westworld now. Yes. Did well for herself. I like the idea of her. Be the ditzy one and then becoming the one that is integral to everything. Jenny, says Michael Andrews. That's a good answer. I really like Jenny. It's unfortunate that she never came back. I think she will do. I think Chibnall won't be able to resist. Halpern, said Xander. Mind of a politician and businessman remind you of someone. The thing is, Halpern, that was the thing as well. It was in the script notes that the only way that they could turn him into a nude without everyone feeling guilty is by killing the scientist. So it wasn't actually going to be part of the plot for him to do that, but
They had to make him.
they had to make him a villain somehow. Roy says his favourite character is Me, Myself and I. Ood Sigma, said John A. That's a good... Yeah, Ood Sigma's a good one.
Ood Sigma's a good one.
She appears in the Big Finish audio, says Michael Andrews. That's true, but again, it's one of those things that I'd probably say a good chunk of common Doctor Who fans probably don't listen to. They're mostly into the TV shows.
For those of you who've watched the classic series, I think Ood Sigma was very close to SV7 from the robots in Tom Baker's era.
Oh, George is a good one there. I love the Half Peck who died saving Martha. Half Peck was actually named after Gregory Peck.
All right.
Died saving Martha, but I mean, Salius was the reason 12 chose his face, and I love a good callback. It's good. And he's also said that she came back in the comics in Big Finish. She found Gallifrey before the Doctor.
All right.
Do you mean D84, said Xander?
Was it DF84?
If Xander said it, then yes, it was.
I probably do mean D84. The one that was the helper to the Doctor.
The scientist
Oh,
played...
SV7 was the evil one, wasn't he?
The scientist played by Lee Evans, said Andrea. Who was that one?
Oh, that was in the specials.
Ah, the Black Sand Miner robot.
Yes.
Although that was being said as well. What's your opinion, Xander or George, on Jenny's resurrection? Because it's stated in the show notes, and RTD has said that it's not a regeneration; it was the actual source bringing her back to life. What's your opinion? Do you know more than me? Well, you know more than me, obviously. But what's your opinion on that? Because yeah, Jenny wasn't brought back by regeneration. It was the, according to the writer, it was actually the source that brought her back. But what's your opinion? Watching and supporting but not playing. I've never watched Doctor Who. Baggy Chicken.
Baggy Chicken. Thank you very much.
So I'll let that run through to 10 and we'll move on with the answers.
Okay. That was a good. That was a good. With the robots, that was a good episode.
Didn't Jenny have
Nicola, you can say from any series, but we were particularly meaning about this series.
Xander says it was a resurrection, not regeneration. I thought she did have 2 hearts. She did have 2 hearts.
I thought she had 2 hearts.
I believe she can regenerate. I'm 95%. I read that she can. Thing is, what up, Nathan? Hello to you on YouTube.
One of our regulars with his usual call sign.
Oh, Andrew's picked a good one. The returning of Peter Capaldi once again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, George has actually shared 2 hearts. Oh my God, Xander, we know more than you do. Oh my God.
Yes.
Like I said, a broken clock strikes twice a day. We've had our time in the sun. Right, let's go back.
Let's go to the answers.
Yeah, because Donna does the thing to him.
Yeah, 2 hearts.
Right, okay, on to the answers then. I did that a little. I enjoyed that a little too much, didn't you? Said George. Yes, we did.
Yep.
People on TV, they cheer when they beat a chaser.
Why not?
All right, so there we go. I'll get the donation off as well. So on to the answers, and these are all with 2 points each. Points for first names, points for surnames, if that's what we require.
Okay. And we'll explain that as we go along.
Indeed. Do the same before then.
Okay. The liquid that the Hath breathe through is green.
Voice actor of Beast and Sutka. Answer it now, Alex and Mark. I don't know. The Beast?
Oh, right. And Sutek is actually.
I don't know.
That was a Pyramid to Mars was a great episode.
The Soothsayers is Nicola. They're good at. Yeah, good answer. Number 2, the Sontaran's weak spot. Again, you could be points for more specific and not. It's a probic vent, or if you just said anything to do with the back of the neck, we'll give you 1 point. So they're probic vent for 2 points, and if you just said something to do with the back of the neck, you can get 1 point. Gabriel Wolf, said Xander. I knew that. I just didn't want to tell you. I didn't want to give you the satisfaction. Moving on. Number 3, the name of the inquisitive journalist in Partners of Crime. That's your answer.
Was Penny Carter.
Indeed. Also, Penny Carter was actually due to be a character in Doctor Who a bit more advanced. She was actually supposed to be a companion until Catherine Tate showed that she was interested in coming back to the series, so she was dropped and renamed Penny Carter as a journalist instead. So there you go. And of course, I guarantee that you all know that in the comments. There you go. The unicorn in the episode's title is a jewel thief. A jewel thief.
Specifically a jewel thief. So if you just say thief, we'll give you 1 point.
Sophia said, regeneration is just confusing. River didn't have 2 hearts, but could regenerate because she was exposed to the time vortex.
I'm not sure on that, but I know she could regenerate, but she got rid of them all in one go,
Yeah.
which was a bit bizarre.
It is confusing. Rabina Redmond. There you go. Xander did know. And obviously knew more than me. There you go, back on top. There you are, Xander.
Question 5. River Song's first words to the Doctor was the iconic, "Hello, sweetie."
It can't be anything else, could it? It'd have to be. Number 6. How did Davros create the new race of Daleks? He created them from cells from his own body. Again, if you just said from his own body, that's absolutely fine. But he says it's the cells from my own body, but it doesn't matter. So as long as you got from his own body, that's absolutely fine.
Question number 7. The geeky question. Donna's husband was Lee McAvoy. Point for Lee, point for McAvoy. Well done if you got that one right. That is a real tricky question.
You hummed in agreement and success then, St. George. Fantastic. We're back on the same page. I'm a time traveller. Smith laughed at a baby melody. Number 8. What word does Jenny get her name from? She is a generated anomaly, or Jenny for short.
1 point for each word.
Yeah, so generated for 1 point, anomaly for the other.
And please be careful about making comments about things that are said in the show. That potentially was a question about laughing at archaeologists, but we didn't put it in.
Indeed.
Just to say, be careful what you're putting. Question 9. What he thought he was drinking all the time and kept ordering was hair tonic.
For the episode, he just pulls half of it out.
Yeah.
And finally, question number 10. Through what does Harriet Jones contact the Doctor's companions? It is the subwave network invented by Mr. Copper. Beat you to it.
Mr. Copper Foundation.
Yeah. Mr. Copper Foundation, who was the survivor from the Titanic.
Yes.
Yes. So the Mr.
Played
Copper,
by the wonderful... Oh, I can't think of his name now. Clive. Someone will tell me. Clive. He was also in the Sixth Doctor's incarnation. Another Dalek story.
Michelle got 20 out of 20 in that round. Well done to Michelle. Let us know your points. So it's out of 20 for that round. Clive Swift.
Clive Swift, of course it was.
I think I actually knew that. I didn't want to say it just in case I sounded stupid.
2 points for Roy.
Anita, the score is being overworked.
Kitchen's got 18.
Revelation of the Daleks.
Revelation of the Daleks, yes.
14 out of 20 for Claire Louise Moore.
Nicola got 18.
Well done, Nicola. Good score.
And Rosie got 10.
13 points for Andrea. All right. That being said, I don't think there's anything else for that one, is there?
No, we got to that.
It's all right. So coming live from the TARDIS, I might have to change that background for the next time. I'll have to
Yes.
see. Yeah. 19. Couldn't remember the husband's last name, said Alex Fisher.
Yeah, it was. We did throw it in as a deliberate geeky question.
I think they only mention it maybe once, twice. I know she calls him Lee a couple of times, but I think
I think it's only the introduction.
his full name. Yeah, you only hear it once or twice. Yeah. All right. Professor Jobel.
Yes.
Jobel.
Yeah, a weird character.
7 for Al Plus. Oh well, it's all right. Unless she got 7 out of 10, in which case she got 14. She's good.
And for British viewers, wasn't he Hyacinth's husband in Keeping Up Appearances?
Clive Swift was, yeah. Patricia Routledge's husband.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Oh,
George said
said it at the same time.
Oh, Brandon could only remember the last name, but not the first name. You two should have teamed up. You'd have got 20 out of 20. All right, let's get on with round number 3. All righty.
So number 3 is slightly different in the way it works. Because it is. Multiple choice. In this round, we're actually giving you the answers. But 4 potential answers. You've got to choose in the 30-second time frame which one you think is correct.
Mm-hmm. So we'll ask you the question. You'll see it appear on the screen. You'll get 4 possible answers, A, B, C or D. You have 30 seconds, or as long as it takes for that bar to move across the square to get your answer down. At the end of the 30 seconds, we'll take away the wrong answers, leaving the one remaining correct answer, A, B, C or D, and it's 2 points if you are correct.
And you'll also notice the little background to the question number also does a revolution of 365 degrees in the time that you've got left.
260.
All right, 360. I was being a bit yearish, wasn't I?
Yes. Okay, odds or evens for you. What do you want to do?
I'm going to do odds.
Okie dokie.
So I'm going to start this off. In the final episode, 2 episodes, what colour is the Supreme Dalek? Is he yellow, red, black, or blue? The Supreme Dalek.
In the wrong order there.
Yellow, red, blue, or black. Sorry.
And again, we're only talking about in this series, as the Supreme Dalek has been many colours in many different series, including Classic Who.
But in the final 2 episodes is what we're talking about.
All about this series. Yeah.
Xander, you're saying you need a Classic Who quiz eventually. It's down to numbers, mate.
George says loves that design. Thank you very much. It is made out of TARDIS blue. We did make that sure. Make sure we had that down. It is TARDIS blue.
I think you might be on about the Dalek.
Oh.
Okay, there's your time up. Let's take away the wrong answers. It is not black. It is not yellow. It was, of course, red.
I think it's been yellow before, black before.
Yeah.
But in this series, it was red. Right, let's move on to question number 2 then.
So question 2 is on about the adipose.
George says, or both. Thank you very much. You needn't pity me. I just thought it was about me. That's all. Number 2. What time every night does the fat leave? So what time every night does adipose fat leave? Is it 11:05 p.m, bang on the dot 12 a.m, 1:10 a.m, or 3:20 a.m? The design repeated The Magician's Apprentice in 2015.
I loved Missy as a character. I actually love Sasha's master, so I think that needs to stay. But I absolutely love Missy as a character. Michelle Gomez was absolutely fantastic, totally bonkers, but wonderful.
We're literally talking about this before the quiz started. Alright, so what time every night does adipose fat leave? Through the cat flap, nonetheless. It's not 3:20 a.m. or 12 a.m. It is at 1:10 a.m. every night, as it's stated. Okay, I think, what did you say? Because it's what wakes him up is the cat flap, isn't it? It's making the noise. So that's how he deduces that one.
That's how he knows it's what time.
Yeah. Right, moving on.
Number 3. What was the name of the unit operation to raid the Atmos factory? Was it Stormfront, Black Cloud, Blue Sky, or Red Dawn?
I would have scored better with dingbats, says Saryu. That's something we don't hear very often.
I got told off on Friday for my dingbats.
There's a burglar alarm waking him, actually, says George. Ah. Alright then. I concede. Oh my god, I'm becoming Xander, says George.
I think you two only join this quiz so you can just point out our errors.
Which I don't mind, because we like to make sure that we're fully correct.
Dingbats would come back on the next quiz. That's for sure.
Alright then. Not quite. His burglar alarm goes off and the cat leaves the cat flap, says
Yeah,
Rhiannon.
Rhiannon, so-
Thank you, Rhiannon. We've been told. Thank you very much.
Yeah, basically, with Facebook, there's an automatic 15-second delay, and then you can be up to 40 seconds later on the stream after that. YouTube is a lot quicker. It's about 5 to 10 seconds, isn't it?
Not even that.
Is it not? And then Twitch is literally instantaneously.
Yeah.
And Twitch also has the best quality as well if you're watching on your TVs.
That we have found, anyway, in our
Yeah.
studies. Anyway, take away the wrong answers then, shall we?
Let's take away on answers. It is not the Stormfront or the Black Cloud. It is Blue Sky.
Operation Blue Sky is a go. Alright, well done if you got that one. Question number 4. Harking back now to the Doctor's Daughter once again. In what kind of building is General Cobb's plant? So what kind of building is General Cobb's plant, or his base, basically? Is it in a theatre, in a hospital, in a church, or in a museum? So General Cobb's base of operations, essentially, where is it? In a theatre, hospital, church, or museum? You become the very thing you swore to destroy, George Spencer says. There's no point in fighting, he has the high ground now. If you're interested in Star Wars, there will be a Star Wars quiz later on in the year.
We're looking at April.
We're also introducing a Friends quiz at some point soon as well, and a Disney quiz. You're supposed to defeat the dark side, not join them. You know what I hate? I hate sand. Gets everywhere.
Let's move on.
So, what kind of building is General Cobb's base? It's not in a museum or a hospital. It is, in fact, in a theatre. A theatre for number 4. Well done if you remembered that one. Because I didn't. Until I researched the question again.
Question number 5.
George says, I'm there. And Twitch has the best users as well, Sophia said. Absolutely.
Indeed.
There, our moderator, Sophia.
Number 5. What was the fruity name of the professor who is killed at the start of the Agatha Christie episode? Is it Professor Plum, Professor Pear, Professor Avocado, or Professor Peach?
George says it's rough and coarse and gets everywhere. Indeed. Can't believe I got taken down by the cat flap question, burglar alarm. Damn. I thought I was doing so well.
Since it's sci-fi, we are absolutely loving WandaVision at the moment. The last episode was just wowzer.
It was fantastic. Unfortunately, that won't be in our Marvel quiz quite yet because it's not part of the Phase 1. It's on Phase 4 technically, so we've got a long way off for that one yet.
Yeah, so it's the start of the new one.
Right, so let's take the wrong answers.
Let's take away the wrong ones. It's not pear. It's not avocado. And plum was out of Cluedo, or Clue as you call it in America. It was Professor Peach, but it was, all their names were a play on Cluedo characters, because you had the young girl who was dressed in red as Miss Scarlet, etc.
Okay, moving on, question number 6. Talking about turn left. I want to turn left for this one. Number 6. In the alternate timeline, who stops the Sontarans instead of the Doctor? So, because the Doctor had obviously died, who stops the Sontarans instead? Is it Martha Jones? Is it Torchwood? Is it Sarah Jane Smith? Or Unit? When is the Marvel quiz, says Sarah? The Marvel quiz, I shall post it in the comments for you. The Marvel quiz is going to be on there. It's the 14th of March at 5:45 p.m. GMT, so it is 2 hours earlier than the normal quiz on a Sunday starts. As we're trying to move it on a little bit earlier for our Sunday quizzes.
For our younger audience.
And there's tons of book titles in the episode, including The Body in the Library and Rem and the Death and the Clouds for Unicorn and the Wasp, said Xander. Indeed. It's also the fact that the actual Unicorn and the Wasp features the end book with a giant wasp on it, which was actually not made up for the episode. It was a real book cover. If you like sci-fi, we just finished The Expanse Season 1, said Charles Kitching. I read the book and I loved it. I'll have to watch the series. Okay, so who stops the Sontarans instead of the Doctor in turn left? It wasn't Unit. It wasn't Martha Jones. It was Torchwood. Although Sarah Jane was the one person that saves the hospital by using the MRI machine. But unfortunately, Martha doesn't survive.
Neither does Sarah Jane.
No, only one person remains. The arrogant Doctor who lies in the actual original series.
Oh, I like this one. This is from Turn Left. Which British city are the nobles evacuated to? Is it Hull, Blackpool, Leeds, or Sheffield? I think this is another geeky question.
Why didn't they Evans? Said George. I'm not sure what you mean. Alright.
Let's take away those wrong ones. It's not Hull. It's not Blackpool. It is Leeds. They were evacuated to Leeds.
Indeed, and then I think Catherine Tate calls that next door neighbour Vera Duckworth.
Vera Duckworth.
Tells us to get back in her house. George says I'm a big
Feature
Christie fan.
whippets.
Yeah, feature whippets. Big Christie fans of George mentioned. She is the most translated English author in the world, Agatha Christie.
Mm.
In fact, we had previously one of our quizzes.
Yes, recently.
Right, number 8. Question number 8. How does the Doctor distract the guard on the staircase in the episode The Doctor's Daughter? So in The Doctor's Daughter, how does he distract the guard on the staircase? Is it throwing a coin, a remote control car, a bouncy ball, or a wind-up toy?
This is sort of relaxing but danceable at the same time, this music. Quite bizarrely.
I really wanted to see Donna's womanly wiles in that episode, says Sophia. Best not. Alright, so how does the Doctor distract the guard on the staircase? It was not throwing a coin or a remote control car, it was a wind-up toy, a wind-up mouse to be exact. Which I'm sure you all knew anyway. Alright, moving on. Oh, I love this one.
Yeah, which episode is this from?
This is from not Stone Earth, this is from Silence in the Library and Forest of the Dead.
Yes. This is a geeky question again. On the girl's wall, in Carol's wall behind her, are 2 drawings. One is of a blonde, and the other is what? Is it a TARDIS, a wolf, a doctor, or the moon? So what is it on the wall?
So Charlotte's drawings in the virtual space.
Carl.
Charlotte, she's called.
Is she? Oh, right. This is Sarah's favourite episode.
George says, Jesus, that's good. Thank you. It was the nerdy one because it was very throwaway.
Yeah.
My vice captain didn't get this, but I did, said Xander.
Damn.
Well done. Tried to get you out there, but it didn't work. So on Charlotte's or Cal's wall, there are 2 drawings, a blonde and a what. It's not a doctor or a moon, it is a wolf.
One is Rose, and one is the wolf.
I think it's just actually a black dog, but if I didn't say wolf, you'd probably argue with me. So yeah, it was just a drawing of a wolf and a blonde. Alright, and then on to your final one.
Final question. This is the family one that I was on about. One of the actors in the Midnight episode was a relative of which former Doctor? Was it Hartnell, Troughton, Pertwee, or Davidson?
Xander says, and his mind is blown. It was one of the things that wasn't even pointed out. It really was just a background shot.
It was us being ultra geeky.
Yeah. Thought we could catch you out, but didn't work. We got one of you team out anyway. There you go.
This is why we were saying please don't mention any relatives in the series.
Davison, there is no second D, said Xander. As we've said many a time, our spelling is legendary, and Mark has built an entire career on not spelling anything correct.
Yes, part of the jokes in the pub quizzes is my atrocious spelling.
Yeah.
So Sarah said it as well.
Yeah. So one of Midnight actors, let's take away the wrong ones.
It's not Davison
With the D.
or Hartnell. It is Troughton. The professor on the episode is actually Troughton's son.
Another fun fact, if you're a fan of Harry Potter, Harry Miller, who plays Dudley Dursley, is the grandson of Patrick Troughton. And I believe that a couple actors in Harry Potter are also relations of the 2 assistants from Hartnell's series as well. And there you go. His other son appeared in a future episode last Christmas, said Xander and George.
Thanks for spoiling that question for us.
Also, fun fact about the episode, it was actually directed by Ali.
Oh, so she's just said it as well.
Also, fun fact, the episode was directed by Alice Troughton, who is no relation to the Troughtons. But there you go. 4 points, said Roy. Woohoo!
You're increasing your scores.
Indeed. Right, let's get us back to our intermission screen. And get on with the final round then. Let us know your scores. You've got 20 out of 20 for Claire Louise Moore. Well done for getting that one. The Kitchen's got 18. It's a question for 4 series from now, said Xander. Well, there you go. We might forget it by then. Nicola Allen said 20 out of 20. 5 series from now. Alex also got 20. I think we made that round a bit too easy, if anything. Full house so far for Michelle. Well done indeed. I managed to guess the last one when you said the blonde, otherwise I wouldn't have got it, said Sophia. I should have been a bit more mysterious then, shouldn't I? Rosie got 16. Well done to Rosie, who's also a top fan on our Facebook.
Just been looking at the PayPal. Thank you to the 5 people who've donated so far.
Much appreciated. Okay. It's now on to the twilight hour of our quiz. It is on to round number 4. And round number 4 is...
It is the Whoniverse.
Universal knowledge. To play on general knowledge, essentially. It's a nice mixed bag of questions about the Series 4 of Doctor Who. Series 4 of Doctor Who.
Mixture of easy, medium, and a couple of tricky ones.
Yes. And Sarah said she got 20 out of 20. That's a lie. Okay, right. Let's jump in then. Okay. I'll let you do evens this one.
Okay. Right, going back to the very first episode, to the very start of the very first episode. 50-50. Who do we see first? The Doctor or Donna?
Again, the colour of the font there is the BBC approved TARDIS colour. There are 2. And yes, you have to have an approved colour if you are to do something about the TARDIS officially.
So ours in the background doesn't work.
No, but it's not official, so it doesn't matter. Sarah's giving me an angry, grumpy face.
She's even put her specs on to do it.
It's mean business. Question number 2. Question number 2. What animals lead the Doctor to the Medusa Cascade? So what animals lead the Doctor to the Medusa Cascade?
Do you need water?
No, I'm alright. Bit of ASMR for you there, guys. You're welcome.
This is my 3rd pint now. Normally in a quiz, on a normal quiz night in a pub, when we eventually get back there, I probably drink about 6 pints of water during the quiz.
That's to counteract the 9 pints of lager he has.
No, I don't have any lager. I don't drink when I'm doing the quiz. Mainly because I was putting too much weight on. So I stopped doing it.
TMI.
Question number 3. How does Donna provide the shock that the Doctor needs as an antidote in one of the episodes?
Right, so that's an improvement to Sarah. Fighting amongst the mods.
Oh, this is going to be funny.
Oh, I forgot the music isn't on. There you go. Something in the background. Alright, moving on. Question number 4. Question number 4. It was established concretely in this series. How many pilots was a TARDIS designed to have? It might be mentioned in previous ones, but it was concretely made canon that how many pilots was a TARDIS designed to have? Of course, the Doctor can't drive it because he always has the handbrake on.
Yes. Nice little river quote there. I got a little bit of trivia with this one when we get to the end of it.
The charades was the best part of the episode, said Sophia. Indeed.
It was quite funny. I think that's why Bishop's been brought in, to bring back the humour, because he was told there wasn't the humour in it.
It's hard not to be biased when you grew up watching that series of Doctor Who, but I do find it hard sometimes when I'm watching the new episodes to get that. I mean, obviously you're lightning in a bottle for a lot of these things. The combination of David Tennant and Catherine Tate will be something that will never be done again. It just can't be done.
No, the chemistry between those two was just phenomenal.
But sometimes I do struggle to find the humour in it. I do find it's either too light-hearted, there's no impact, or it's too heavy that you don't understand it. And then you have to remember, of course, it's a series for kids, which I think Moffat tended to forget a lot of the time, making it overly complicated. But there you go.
I always used your grandma's as a barometer. If she understood the episode, then it worked. If she didn't understand the episode, it didn't, because that's when the kids wouldn't understand it.
Back from a previous thing, I likely to have a curry at the pub with the quiz night, said Xander.
Mm.
I adored Bradley Walsh in the last series, but I'm really looking forward to John Bishop. I don't think Bradley Walsh had time to shine.
No,
He was underused.
there was too many of them in there for him to actually stand out.
And I'm looking forward to John Bishop. I think he can be... I reckon he's got the chops to be a tremendous actor.
Yeah.
Right.
Question 5. In Silence in the Library, it is revealed that the sonic screwdriver is useless against what? Which becomes a running gag across all the series.
I mean, Moffat also used his kids to create his nightmare creatures, so yes, that's George. Yeah.
And I just want to say on that one, it isn't deadlock seals, because it's established earlier that it's useless against deadlock seals, so it's not deadlock seals that we're looking for.
Mm-hmm. Alright, moving on then, question number 6. Bit more of a simple one for you, this one. Number 6. Number 6, what colour is Sylvia Noble's car? So what colour is Sylvia Noble's car?
It was throughout the series, it was used extensively.
And I bet Xander even knows the make and model and the licence plate.
No, that's George.
Bad Wolf established the first ever deadlock seal. Oh, I didn't know it was that recent. I thought it was further on in the series it did that. I thought it was even Classic who established some deadlock seals.
No, I don't remember it in classics.
Indeed. Alright, moving on.
Question number 7. Who are the Sontarans in a 50,000 year long battle with?
Big Brother House.
Yes.
Yes. Right. I really that was when it just I didn't know it was established then. I just assumed it was earlier.
No.
Quite a throwaway as well, wasn't it? Then?
Well, I'm actually in agreement with Sylvester McCoy on this one, in that the screwdriver is used too much.
It's a bit of a MacGuffin. Yeah.
It's just lazy script writing from my point of view. Yes, it's a great plot device to enable the plot to move on, but I think there are better ways to do it than just always rely on the sonic screwdriver.
It's a Peugeot 307 and the number plate YD56 VHG, said Xander. I can't believe it.
John A as well has said it's a Peugeot 307.
We'll have to remove it because you'd have the colour in there.
George's comment.
Oh dear. Question number 8. Question number 8. What is the name of the device that Sarah Jane Smith and Jack used to threaten Davros? So again, we're talking about Stolen Earth Journey's End storyline again. What is the name of the device Sarah Jane Smith and Jack used to threaten Davros? George says, I quit, I'm done. That's why I like the War Doctor, because he didn't wave his Sonic around all the time, said Sophia. Yes. I think War Doctor was more of a hands-on doctor than any other one.
Oh dear, the battle's going on in the chats. Question number 9. Oh, this is a good one. Again, slightly geeky. What is the name of the hotel in Harrogate which Agatha Christie ends up at?
Can you remember? Better than Sonic Ray-Bans. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a bit of a...
That was middle-aged getting gadgets out with his guitar and all that. It did scream, I need to buy myself a Ferrari because I'm approaching middle age.
Yes.
Yeah. Although I liked the Master having... it wasn't a Sonic, was it? It wasn't a Sonic, was it?
I don't know which
It was a laser, wasn't it?
Which
his screwdriver.
yeah, it was laser.
Laser. And then obviously you had the adipose woman, she had a Sonic pen.
That was nearly a question as well.
Indeed.
And
And finally...
both of us, it's our favourite question of the whole quiz.
And it's to do with a character which we all can agree is our favourite. Number 10, no clues for this one, please. Number 10, what is Wilf not allowed as their naughty. Sarah Jane Sonic lipstick, yes. So what is Wilf not allowed as they're naughty?
Yeah, Rihanna's just come up with the laser screwdriver.
Laser, yeah. Isomorphic controls so you can't take over it. Remember that one? I remember isomorphic, but I couldn't remember laser. Duh. Both Sonic Pen and laser screwdriver toys are incredibly rare now. I've got a Sonic screwdriver toy. I have 2. I must have brought them out last time. I'm not going to bring them out again. Although I might do because it's time for the recap. But anyway, let's move on to your final recap of the evening. It's the recap for your Universal Knowledge. Anybody fans of Brooklyn Nine-Nine hearing about it being cancelled this year, which is a shame? Any Brooklyn Nine-Nine fans in the chat, let yourself be known. One of my favourite series. What about Amy's Sonic Probe? To Rhiannon.
I don't remember that.
Life as a collector is so hard, says George. It is, isn't it? Put the donate there. If you do want to donate, it's on there. What I would like to at some point was to get a proper die-cast model of David Tennant's Sonic screwdriver, like a proper metal one. But they're about 300 quid, so I thought, maybe not.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. I'll stick with my Sonic screwdriver remote control. I think I've got them somewhere, so let's see if I can find them.
Mr. Geek's at it now.
I don't know if I have or not.
Oh, this is cheating.
What?
See, I'm sat on an IKEA steps. The little steps that you can get from IKEA, which is like a stool. So I'm sat on that. Alex is not only sat on the comfy seat, the padded seat, he's actually sat on a cushion as well.
Doctor Who Legacy even had a game mode where you had to find all the Sonic devices scattered through time. Sonic Adventures.
Mm-hmm.
Sonic Probe is the girl who waited from Series 6. I don't remember that at all, weirdly. I don't know why.
I remember the episode. That's the one where she gets old, isn't it?
Anyway, so there we go. I've got that one. I don't know if it still works or not. No, the battery's gone. Unfortunately. Oh, ah! There you go. I don't know why that one's not working.
You broke it.
No. Oh! I don't know. It doesn't seem to work. I do like that one. It's quite tactile. There you are. Good working. And then I also have
I'm just thinking the green bits won't show up because of the green screen.
that one as well. Even better.
Is this that fun?
You know, I can't remember now. Don't forget to make a donation if you enjoyed the quiz. It's Mike Alex's only income details on the screen. Thank you very much, Roy. I'll also put it in the chat as well, just in case you missed it. Mine needs batteries. Just need the fifth Doctor Sonic now. Fantastic. It's Capaldi's second Sonic, introduced in Hellbent. Thank you very much. I did think it was, but I wasn't sure. Sonic Kane. Who had a Sonic Kane?
Kane, would that be McCoy? Because he had Umbrella, didn't he? His Umbrella did something special. Was his Umbrella Sonic? I think Sylvester McCoy is actually an underrated Doctor. If you ignore the first series, which was written for Colin Baker, and then go on to the other one, I think was so much better.
Yeah, there you go. It was Capaldi's. That was that one. And then I used to have David Tennant one, but I don't know where I put that one. I also have Matt Smith's Sonic Screwdriver as a Spork.
Oh my god. George, your comment has been put into hiding purely because you put the word Hitler in it.
Sonic Kane was from Let's Kill Hitler. I see. And Mrs. Umbrella was used to destroy the Cybermen.
Yes.
Ollie Ingram also chipping in there with the Let's Kill Hitler and Nicola Allen.
So what was special about McCoy's Umbrella?
You had the question mark, right?
I know it had the question mark, but I think it had some kind of device within it.
Yeah, my friend has it.
As I remember.
My friend actually has one of those umbrellas. He used it for cosplay. Also, the fact that my all of my things are actually in a mug as well, with all the Doctors on there as well. Well,
the ones you can see that aren't getting hit by the green screen.
yeah, and also it was up to the point of Matt Smith when I got that one.
Oh, there's nothing about it. It's just a basic umbrella. Okay. I thought there was something special about it.
Oh.
The one with the circus, I thought it did something.
I liked McCoy's sonic screwdriver in the TV film. It looked really cool, from what I remember. McCoy's sonic screwdriver in the TV film
All right, okay.
was very cool. Right, I think that's enough time for that one.
Yeah. And we just had a donation of £1. Seriously, that means so much to us.
It really does. Any amount of money that you can spare would really mean a lot to us if you could. Obviously, as we said before, not to harp on, but our only source of income is making quizzes like this, and the amount of man hours it takes to make a Doctor Who one, we do have to watch all the episodes, as well as making all the graphics, writing all the questions, moderating all the stuff as well. So please let us know if you can.
And then do this on running it and then packing it away and all that sort of stuff. As I say, in man hours, it's took us over 50 hours to put this single quiz together, and that's already having the templates that we had.
Yeah. Alright, I think that's it for that. Let's pop us back to our intermission screen while I get your scores, your fourth round answers up. George says, I prefer Fenric personally.
Fenric's a good one. Though I love the deviousness of Silver Nemesis as well, the dark side.
Right then, let's get on with your answers to round 4. Let me get rid of that. Just realised that on Twitch I put about our PayPal donation, even though Sophia already has, so thank you very much. I didn't mean to rub your head in it. Just, yeah, you're the only one there. Okay, let's get on the answers then. These are all worth 2 points as before.
George said, the Cybermen were too shiny. I wasn't on about that side of it. I just the dark side of the Doctor coming out in that episode.
Hints of the Veil Yard. Anyway, it's your question.
Okay, who do we see first? Was it Doctor or was it Donna? It was Donna.
Yeah, both of them saying they were from Health and Safety.
Yes, carrying her red clipboard, which was almost a question as well.
You were adamant you loved that question.
Yeah, I fought for it, but there was too many other good ones to come in from that question.
He was way more dark in Fenric betraying Ace.
Yeah,
indeed.
I do hope Ace comes back. I think there's been an opening for her. I think I do hope of all the companions to come back, that she gets a little cameo.
So what animals lead the Doctor to the Medusa Cascade? It's of course the bees that were going missing back then. So it was bees for number 2. Bees.
Number 3, Donna provides the shock by giving the Doctor a kiss, which enables the thing that's gone through all the male Doctors of being kissed by each companion in one way or another.
Oh, Ace was planned for Sarah Jane Adventure Series 5, unfortunately. That's a cool twist of fate, isn't it?
So I love Sarah Jane. She was my Sarah Jane.
Number 4, how many pilots was the TARDIS designed to have? Yeah, Harvey Wallbanger, Sophia. Harvey Wallbanger! Number 4, how many pilots was the TARDIS supposed to have? It was established in this series that there are supposed to be 6 pilots to a TARDIS.
Yeah, I think that actually goes back to one of the books in the Cat's Cradle series, which I think is a fantastic book. I can't remember the title.
Xander does.
I was going to say, Xander will tell me. It's the one where there's actually 4 time zones. And I don't want to give the plot away on it, because I think it's something that they could actually use. But it's one where there's 4 time zones that are split. But I can't remember it. I know it was part of a series called Cat's Cradle, and it could even be Cat's Cradle itself. But it was actually a cracking storyline. I think it's like human nature became part of Proper Who. I think that story could be as well. Time's Crucible. It's actually the concept at the end. The wow factor is brilliant. Moving on, the sonic screwdriver is useless against wood.
Doesn't work on wood. Number 6. What colour is Sylvie Noble's car? It was pointed out by Xander when he was trying to boast that he knew the license plate. It was a blue Peugeot 207. Well, don't forget that one. Blue. Number 7.
The Sontarans are in a long battle with the Rutans.
Who are just a green blob, essentially, aren't they, the Rutans?
Are they? I don't know.
Yeah. I'm reading that one, says Michael Andrews. Yeah, you should do.
It is the payoff at the very end is amazing. It's all good sci-fi says something about us as a society, and the ending is just, the imagery is just phenomenal.
Watch Horror of Fang Rock, says Xander.
I have seen that.
Have you? Number 8. What is the name of the device that Sarah Jane and Jack used to threaten Davros? Hanging around her neck, it was a warp star. A warp star for number 8.
Conjugated or something or other as well.
I've got to invent a setting for wood. It's embarrassing. Yeah. Number 9.
The name of the hotel, you should at least add a guess, because it is the originally named Harrogate Hotel.
Yeah, they weren't really scratching. They weren't really pushing the envelope with that name, were they? The hotel in Harrogate was a Harrogate Hotel.
Oh, we've got a message retracted there.
What have you said, George? We didn't see it. And finally, question number 10. What is Wolf not allowed as their naughty? It's, of course, a webcam.
It's the bit where...
So Rose has to sit in a laptop.
and she's saying, is there a webcam? And he says, no, he isn't allowed one because they're naughty.
Indeed.
Again, the way he says it is such a scene stealer.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant.
2 points for this round, making a grand total of 8. Well done, team. Must do better, said Roy. Yeah, it always made me chuckle, says Sophia. It was, yeah. Just the way he says it, they're naughty.
They're naughty.
Alright, pop it back there. We're going to give it 2 minutes till we do the scores on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get that scores up just so I can see it.
Right.
Ooh, lovely stuff. We've almost got everyone filled in. You're a quiz at Harry, turn left. I like that. What do you guys think of the Time Lord Victorious series? I'm currently reading The Night, the Fool and the Dead. It's pretty good so far. I think of as an idea, Time Lord Victorious is probably one of the more original ones. I love the idea of it. I can't wait to read it. I haven't actually started it yet. I'm a Veyhan soothsayer. Gave Sarah Jane the cube puzzle that helped Maria remember Sarah Jane and whatever happened to Sarah Jane.
All right.
Oh. That's what the warp star came from. I wouldn't have known.
Mm.
Right. I'm going to give it another minute to get your scores in, but most people already have, so well done.
If you haven't read Liz Sladen's autobiography, which was completed after a death by her husband, is definitely worth a read. Absolutely brilliant. The things that she says about Tom Baker are just very Tom Baker-esque that you expect of him.
I'm going to give it 1 more minute. Thank you very much, Claire Louise Moore, for another great quiz. 66 in total. Not a bad score at all.
Yeah, we're back on Monday. We've got another quiz on Friday. Monday is Birthday Boys quiz, and we will include the Jonathan round,
which is also known as Family Fortunes or Family Feud in America. So if you like Family Feud or Family Fortunes, then please tune in on Monday for our version of Family Fortunes.
Which is called Jonathan. Long story. Then we've got Friday's quiz, and then next Sunday it's going to be absolutely mega. I mean, it was mega last time.
Yeah.
But the number of people that are now interested or saying they're coming is off the scale. It's going to be bonkers, but it is the Harry Potter. The 3rd and 4th film, which is Azkaban and Goblet of Fire.
Not Order of Phoenix.
Was it?
I think so. Trevor Fielder says, one day I shall come back. Yes, I shall come back. I'm called Jonathan. You've a round named after me, says Johnny on Facebook.
It was one of the younger members of our quiz teams that named it, and it just sort of stuck. I can't even remember how it actually came about.
Can't go to the score sheet, so just could you add Gangsters as 71 points? Of course I can.
Yeah, no, I was right. It is Azkaban and Goblet of Fire, which are two really... There's a lot of questions in there that we can use, and that I know of already.
Oh, I do apologise then. So yeah, it's not Azkaban and Order of Phoenix. It's Azkaban and Goblet of Fire. Until then, there must be no regrets, no tears, no anxieties. Oh, I loved that series. Not series, the special episode about him. It's fantastic. Let's go forward in all your beliefs and prove to me that I'm not mistaken in mine. Just a curious question, why are you doing the books for Harry Potter, says Sario? We try to make our quiz accessible to the youngest of our youngest fans, and we think the books might be too hearty a tome for the youngest fans, so I would think more people have seen the films than read the books. And of course, because we make all of our questions bespoke ourselves, it'd be a lot longer and a lot more time intensive for us to read the books and communicate that way than it would be for us to both watch a film and create the questions that way.
We don't go around looking across the internet for previous questions that have been asked, because I think people are primed for those. So we do what we think are interesting questions, because I've been doing quizzes now for over 15 years. We get a sense of what works as a question, what's tricky, what's fun, etc. We can incorporate all that side of it in just by watching the films.
Sophia also says the Goblet of Fire book is so different to the film. One of the main differences being in the Goblet of Fire book, J.K. writes that Dumbledore calmly asks Harry if he put his name in the Goblet of Fire, and in the film he says, "Harry, did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire?" Very excitedly.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Also, there's the thing about the gillyweed, which the way all that is all sorted about.
Mm-hmm. All right, I think that's it for our scores. Let's have a quick sort of those. Wonderful stuff. We've got a couple of teams that haven't put it in. T and Wibbly Wobbly, but if you do want to put your score in, you can do it later on. Skeet and Bergdorf haven't put their score in yet, and Quiz and Harry have got one round put in there if you want to do that one as well. Trevor Feelgood says, "Goodbye, Mark and the Absorbaloff." You cheeky...
That's your best one yet, Trevor.
You cheeky bugger. And also, Barty Crouch Jr. isn't a tongue-poking loon. I do love David Tennant in the film, though. Yeah, he does play insane quite well in that film.
Yeah, the one thing we noticed about this particular series, what we've just been doing, is Tennant's acting ability all the way through it. How he flips from one emotion to the next and can be really intense or really funny or really bonkers. It's just so brilliant.
Having written Harry Potter quizzes similar to yours in the past, you'll run out of questions eventually. I wrote 2 quizzes a year for 4 years. It's harder to write when you run out of new questions to ask. Very true.
Yeah, I think we got 120 questions for the first 2 films, of which we used 30.
And the rest we made up from other things.
Well, because we had dingbats, didn't we?
And quotes and spells and things like that. But we do quizzes for a living full time. All of our income comes from doing quizzes for various things, like private small events, corporate events, doing bar trivia, pub quizzes and things like that as well. So we're quite good at coming up with questions. It just depends on the format and medium that we watch them in. So as I said, a book is a bit harder to do because it's a lot more time intensive, and you might pick up certain things from the book that the other person doesn't. But whereas you're watching a film, you're both seeing the same thing at the same time, and you can both talk to each other in that way. That's basically the reason to do that. Right, I think that's enough for the scores. Let's have a quick look. I'll make sure I give it a sort just in case. There we go. It always does that, I don't know why. Right, let's see if I can get it on the screen for you as well. Alright, there we go. Lovely stuff. Ooh, Rhiannon's quizzes were always 100 questions long, covering all 8 films. Well, then you would run out of questions really quick because you're doing a massive library there, but well done for you for doing it. Right, so we have... let's start with the teams that have actually got full points in there. Kerno with a whopping 8 points. Well done to you. We have the Brainy Spectacle Bears with 48, 56 for the Celtic Thunderheads, 59 for Metacrisis Quizzer, 63 for the Lone Marauders and Gallifrey, 64 points for Oi, Watch It Spaceman, and Euroquiz Harry Turn left, 70 points for Luna Lovegood Looking for a Lovely Man, 71 points for the Gangsters, Master Unicorn, 2 Slithines from Gallifrey have 72, Lonesome Cyber Sloth have 74, the Harvey Warbangers, one word, have 78, as well as the Time Relative Dimensions in Seacroft. 83 points for the Jedi Time Lords, Sophia and the Lonesome have 84, Fear the Fish and a Good Source of Potassium have got a whopping 85 points as well. Wonderful stuff. They do take, I can imagine it takes a long time to write. We have 20,000 questions thereabouts in our database, and that's taken...
Just over 20,000 now.
Yeah, it's taken Mark over 15 years, and I've been helping out for the last 10, so it's been taking a long time to fill up that so much as well. Right, so there you go. There are your scores, guys. Thank you so much for playing. I hope you enjoyed it. Even though our questions might not be as nerdy as you might have liked them, we try and make it as appealing as we can to everybody, so I hope you enjoyed that one as well. Kerry says, thank you both so much once again. You are more than welcome, Kerry. Thank you very much for playing. Hello, we've got 86. Go up. All right. You caught me. I wasn't going to say it.
You did it deliberately, didn't
Dalek Empire got 86 and are our winners tonight. I just thought I'd let you sweat for a little bit. Sophia is going to have a watch of the Harry Potter quiz there.
Yeah, so it's the third and fourth film that we're doing, which, as I say, Azkaban and Goblet of Fire.
Where are we? Dalek Empire says, George, you're there. You're at the top.
If you do want to donate, it is going to be up there shortly.
Don't try and trick a law student, said Xander. No. Don't. No. Thank you, Rhiannon. She says, thank you for a lovely quiz. You're more than welcome.
Mm-hmm.
See you tomorrow night, Roy. Thank you very much. Rosie says, bye, good fun. Thank you very much. And John A says, thanks again for a fantastic quiz. You're more than welcome. Dalek Empire is supreme, says George Spencer.
Exterminate.
Exterminieren.
Yeah, which technically in German isn't correct.
No. There is no word for exterminate in German.
Let's not go there.
No. Anyway,
thank you, Karen D.
Thank you, Karen D. We're going to love you and leave you now. Thank you very much for playing, guys. As we said before, if you go to our Facebook, you can find out about all of our events. That includes our Monday and Friday General Knowledge, the upcoming Harry Potter quiz on the 3rd and 4th films, and our upcoming Marvel film quiz as well.
Yes.
So with that being said, we'll leave you with our outro screen so you can find out more information about us. And we will see you all very soon at some other quiz, someplace and some other time. Maybe yesterday, maybe tomorrow. We'll see you then. Thank you very much.
Oh.